The following is a RackRadioShow.com exclusive.
Total Bellas right here on WildTalkRadio.com. That's right, he's Rock. I'm Lindsay. We're back. It's season 2 of Total Bellas. Y'all, we've waited forever for this, and here it is. I'm so excited. Are you excited?
I'm super excited because we're at WrestleMania already.
We are at WrestleMania. Bree's in the hospital with the baby.
It's all going down right away. We're hot-shotting the show. Cena and Nikki win. By God.
We're showing Brie in labor, delivering Birdie.
Why is there a camera in here when she's delivering this? So creepy. I guess this is what money gets you.
I guess so. And there we see little Birdie, and up, the moments happen. The moments we've been waiting. How many years? How many seasons? Like 6 seasons of Total Bella or Total Divas. John and Nikki get engaged.
We're flashbacks 10 weeks earlier.
Yes, but before that, we go back 10 weeks, where Brie is very, very pregnant.
Yes, she is.
And Nikki is not engaged yet.
Oh, okay. Things are swollen.
Yes. The answer to that question is Nikki thought yes. That's exactly what she thought. Yep.
She immediately thought vagina was swollen. Yep.
Because it is Nikki. Bless her.
She is one... Anyway.
Moving on!
Boop.
We're seeing a very nice car roll up to a very nice restaurant.
And when you know it, Cena's driving the very nice car.
And it's John and Nikki going to dinner. Nikki's like, we're in a good place in our relationship. I'm in a good place in my career. You know, nothing could be better. It's just all awesome. So Nikki's really happy. She's doing really well. Oh God, that jacket. Oh Lord, that jacket is special.
John Cena has an odd taste in suits.
That's bad. Like, the tie's nice, but that's just... It takes a brave man to wear that suit jacket. Oh, and as I'm going on about the jacket, Nikki's going, hey, we should totally go to Arizona because, you know, my sister's pregnant and she's going to need my help.
She wants to be there for her sister.
I like how she's like, I don't necessarily feel like that I owe it to them, but I want to be there.
John Cena seems on board on moving to Phoenix.
That face said otherwise.
I have to go to Phoenix.
You could just see it in his face. He's like, because he's like, how long are we going to Phoenix? A few months. So now we are at the Danielsons, and I believe these are the midwives.
Well, they have an apron on, so I would figure so.
Or no, we're doing a pregnancy belly cast.
Oh. Basically,
what they do is they wrap like bandages around your belly, and they create a 3-dimensional piece of art of your belly. That's the best way I can describe it. And Brie is naked.
If you do see a nipple, let me know. To quote JJ's wife.
I got no words. Side note, the baby's adorable.
Why is Nikki's doing one too?
She's doing one for John. She's gonna get her boobs. Oh my gosh.
What is Brian wearing?
A mullet.
Brian's like, you're naked?
And Brie wants to do a maternity shoot. He just look at Instagram.
Brian's like, shouldn't there something be for us?
And she's like, this is, and he's like, there's a camera. Like, right here. There. This is not just for us.
There's now footage in someone's wheelhouse department of Brie Bella naked.
Right?
And Nikki naked.
Well, Nikki's not completely naked. Nikki kept her bra on.
Okay.
For them to do the bust of her boobs. But basically, Brie wants to do a photo shoot of her pregnancy, a maternity shoot, which is very common, it's very popular, but she wants to be naked in her shoot. She wants to celebrate her pregnancy body, which there's nothing wrong with that. And Brian's slightly concerned because, you know, he feels like they live their lives more for the public than they do for themselves, and he doesn't want that to be public, which I can respect.
We're at SmackDown Live now in Phoenix.
Which means Brian gets to get away and go to work.
So we get a random shot of some ring crew guy's ass pushing something.
Well, you know, he's exerting effort. There's Titus and Lana and Rusev.
Okay, so I'm noticing something. These are old shots. There's a mixture of old shots and new shots because there's old SmackDown logos and everything.
Right.
You saw old set and new set combined. Hey, it's people power.
And it's the entire Bella family.
Brie gets to show up pregnant. There's Uso. Hey, it's Becky.
Hey, Becky! She's so cute. Okay, Renee looks boss in that outfit.
Yeah, she does.
Basically, Renee's like, he needs to get off of it. Hey, there's Baron Corbin in the background.
5 people cared. Anyway, it's John Cena. WWE Champion John Cena. The one time he went to SmackDown as WWE Champion. Oh, look.
And look, it's Bray Wyatt! Bray made Total Bellas. That's awesome. Our favorite Total Diva, y'all.
Okay. So, yeah, looking at that whole situation, John Cena was not champion in that match.
No, he wasn't. Bray Wyatt was.
Yep, things you notice when you watch the product.
Well, you know they piece it.
Together.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But our favorite Total Diva made Total Bellas. That's awesome.
So we're seeing Nikki versus Natty.
Which was post-Mania?
No, it was before Mania. It was the feud that set up the Maurice feud.
That's right. That's right.
So that is actually timed correctly. Okay, so moving to Phoenix means this.
Casa de Cena.
Phoenix edition.
There's a fountain. It's a villa. I think they're renting it.
Yeah.
It's very Spanish Moorish inspired. Is this at a hotel?
No, it's a villa.
And there's the brother. Cena looks a bit uncomfortable.
Cena's like, I'm doing this on my one day off.
Right? It has a cigar bar.
JJ is very jealous. Cena's response, it is nice. Hey, at least Nikki noticing that he's off.
Right?
We're not the only ones.
He really looks like he doesn't want to be there.
He wants no part of Phoenix. He wants no part of this place. That's sad John Cena, or annoyed John Cena, whatever you want to call it.
And now we're at Lauren and JJ's house. Brie wants to see the pictures of her photo shoot, because Brie wants to do the photo shoot. Wait, I don't understand. If you're collaborating, why do you have to put it on the internet? At least, why do you have to put the naked ones on the internet? Because there were non-naked ones in that one. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with taking naked pictures, but why do you have to put the naked pictures on the internet?
Because you want to make the money.
Okay, fair enough.
To get them to pay, if you collaborate and say, hey, on my fashion blog, I will promote your product and all this stuff. One, you will have to, you get probably some kickback and some percentage off. Two, if you put those pictures, those naked pictures up on that fashion blog, click, there's your ad revenue.
Oh, I know. I get that. I get the marketing side of it, but again, it's like... And JJ just brought up, I knew I had a problem with it because, excuse me, she put up the pictures on the internet when she said it was just for us. Like, JJ's not happy about it either. And now they're kind of getting into it where she's posted other risque photos on the internet that she said were just for him. And now we've created awkwardness between the brother and his wife over the boudoir photos. Oh, okay, alright. We're gonna maybe save the boudoir stuff for a little bit later because I think that's coming up. Or maybe not. What do you think?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, so since it's the It trailer, and I don't want to see the It trailer, let's just talk about this for a second before we get into it deeper. Because obviously this was the biggest thing aside from John Cena's discomfort.
Major discomfort.
Major discomfort. And, okay, so as a guy...
Yes.
How would you feel about that? If your spouse, partner, took either new pictures for, like, say, a boudoir book for a wedding, or, she's pregnant, and she decides to put new pictures up on the internet, and she tells you they're just for you, but she does it anyway.
I would react the same way JJ did.
See? There you go. I mean, I can't blame him.
No, I don't blame him. I'm totally 100% behind him. Because if you say something's just for the two of you, or just for him, then that's all it should be. If you're going on the internet and posting pictures about it, the conversation should be had before you do it.
Yeah, and make sure both parties are comfortable with it, because obviously JJ's not okay with what she did. Because again, it's like I asked the question, it's, okay, well, but there's non-naked pictures. Why couldn't you have posted one of the non-naked pictures? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking nude photos. There's absolutely 100% nothing wrong with that. If you want to get naked and take pictures and celebrate your body, go for it, dude. I'm 100% behind you. Guys, girls, go for it. Where I kind of draw the line is where you post it online.
Where there's a requirement to post it online. You should never walk into an agreement saying, hey, we're going to take naked photos of you, and you must post them online, because you're giving up your privacy. Now the entire world can see what you look like without your clothes on.
Well, my whole concern is, say 10, 15 years down the line, because let's be real, your kid is out on the internet, or your kid's at school, and another kid walks up to you, your child, and goes, hey, look, I found your mom naked on the internet.
Bam.
Bam. That's where my concern kind of lies. Like, I don't have a problem with it. If that's what you want to do, go for it. If that's what makes you happy, go for it. But it's like, my concern lies more for the kid, because it's like, you're posting new pictures out there. They don't go away. They just stay there. So we'll continue this in a minute.
We're back in Tampa.
Yes.
At Hard Knocks. They're talking about Brian and Brie and Nikki and the kid. Cena's now letting out his frustration.
He doesn't want to go to Phoenix.
It's like, how can I say no? And he knows he's screwed. W Rotunda.
T Rotunda. Okay, so basically what's going on right now, just to fill everybody in, there's Claudio Castagnoli, is that Cena's got a bunch of crap in the works that Nikki doesn't know about, and he's freaking out because he's trying to split his time between Tampa and Phoenix, because that's what Nikki wants to do. And that's why he's super uncomfortable, is it's like he's losing what little free time he has to go to Arizona. And he doesn't want to do it. It's like he just wants to go home for the day or even the 12 hours that he's there and recharge a little bit and then go back out and do what he does. And he's mentioning that, he's like, well, Nicole doesn't know about the Kids' Choice Awards. She doesn't know about the movies. She doesn't know about this. She doesn't know about that. Like, he's keeping all this from her.
Question number 1 is why?
Yeah, question number 1 is why. And so, yeah, that's what's going on with Cena right now, which we'll get to, because now we're at the maternity shoot, and that's a lot of Brie.
So now there's only artistic photos being taken. We have camera phone photos being taken as well.
Like, they're pretty. I'm not gonna lie. They're very, very pretty.
Now we're discussing JJ and Lauren.
And yeah. Bree's like, oh, hey, I maybe kind of sort of started stuff between them like I always do. And it's Brian!
Brian does not like photo shoot.
He doesn't like photo shoots. He doesn't like reality shows. He's a very private person, which I get.
Despite all, his words were, despite all of this. Pointing at the camera. This is so awkward.
Brian's like, where do I put my hands? Just position my hands. He's like, he's making sure everything's covered. No, don't think about how you made the baby. He's very uncomfortable right now. He's very, very uncomfortable. He doesn't like the idea that he's standing behind Brie, who's naked, getting these pictures taken. She's a better woman than I am, because if I'm ever that heavily pregnant, the last thing I want to do is get naked and take pictures. I'm sorry.
Now she was cupping Brian's breasts.
Because, reasons. So now we have Nikki and JJ meeting.
JJ and Lauren are in the middle of a separation.
They're in a breathing period. Okay. Alright. So, we'll get back to the boob art stuff, because that's still coming. We were talking about that before, but we'll get to it. We'll get back to that. Because other things have arisen. So, John Cena has admitted he does not want to go to Phoenix. But being the semi-good boyfriend he is, good boyfriend, we'll give him the credit, the good boyfriend that he is, he's going. Except for the fact it doesn't seem like he's going. Like, it kind of seems almost like he's taking her out there, they've rented this house, and he's just gonna be like, peace out, bye.
Here's your house. Enjoy it. When I get a minute, I'll be there. I may not have many minutes, but there may be a minute where I can stop by. That's what's going to happen.
Because I also feel like he's not in control.
Oh no.
You can see the discomfort where he is very much about being in control. We saw that last season that, his house, his rules. Well, now, this is not his house, it's not his rules. He's now kind of at the mercy of Nikki and her family, and he doesn't necessarily feel comfortable with that.
No, he doesn't.
And we saw him, talking to the trainer where he's like, well, I'm, keeping all this stuff under wraps from Nikki, which is interesting that he's keeping things from her like that. Granted, it's small stuff. Couples keep things from each other all the time, but, in terms of work-related stuff, it's just kind of interesting that he's not telling her that. That, it's, I'm just going to keep this over here, where it's like he's hosting the Teen Choice Awards, and he's going to do a movie, and he's doing this, and he's doing that, and like all this other stuff that he's keeping from her. Mm-hmm. Intentionally.
Yep.
Which kind of makes you a little nervous, because it's like, okay, if you're waiting to surprise her with it, that's one thing, but if you're like intentionally keeping it from her because reasons, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Because every couple, people have secrets. Like, people should have secrets, but it's like couples should communicate too, and I feel like that's something you really should communicate to your girlfriend, lady friend at this point, all but wife. I'm not sure what her official title is at this point. We'll say all but wife. Because that's something big. That's something huge. Mm-hmm. Like, again, if he's going to surprise her with it because it's all still in the works, that's one thing. But if some of it's settled, which it sounds like some of it is settled, and he hasn't told her yet, well, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
We'll get back to that.
I want more details on this JJ situation. So wait, are they getting divorced? Or are they just separated?
And now
Go ahead. Why does it sound like they're getting divorced?
Sounds like they're going to get divorced. The kid was probably a desperate situation to fix the situation. Anyway, picture reveal time.
Picture reveal time. So I guess Nikki's dog now lives with Brie and Brian permanently?
I think so. Don't be mad is always a good start.
She's not going to post them because she understands they're special, but she still just kind of showed them to the whole world.
See, the key in this whole situation is he gave the okay.
Yeah.
Unlike other situations where the okay was not given, the okay was given here. So
yeah,
it makes things better.
The caveat is he doesn't want a lot of pictures of the baby posted out online.
So there's just YouTube videos.
Basically.
Support the Bella Twins on the YouTubes. Anyway.
Ding! We're back in Tampa. We're at John Cena's house.
John and Nicole's house.
He plays a piano?
He'll fade away till it becomes obsolete. Anyway.
So wait, I guess they're back from Arizona?
They never moved to Arizona. They were looking at places in Arizona.
Oh.
They've not officially moved there yet.
I thought they were just renting a house for a couple months.
Well, they haven't rented it yet.
I'm confused.
So now Nikki wants John to rap about her. He's now coming clean. Oh, Jesus.
It's not, oh God. Okay. Alright, so, well, the JJ situation is they are separated, they're trying to figure it out, but it seems like they are headed for divorce if that is the case. I'm really sorry to hear that, because they're super cute together, but things happen.
Yeah, things happen.
And I would suspect that the maternity shoot going public was just just the start of, or really, I shouldn't say the start, but the kind of the crux of all the issues between those two.
Once your privacy becomes public, then, well, there's all kinds of situations go on.
Right?
All the trouble starts there.
Yeah.
And that's the crux of it. When you turn your private life public, it's harder to deal with. And, they became a part of the show, and more attention's being brought upon them. And now she's a blogger where she has to expose her... She's supposedly a fashion blogger? Is that what her role is?
Yeah.
Usually in that type of situation, you also mention more of your personal experiences and things you were doing, and that makes your life more public, especially when you posted the photos.
Yeah, but, there are ways that you can do that where you still maintain a level of privacy. It's just you probably need to talk that out with your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whoever and be like, okay, what are your boundaries in terms of me doing this? Where are you starting to get uncomfortable? Because I feel like that's kind of what happened in that situation where it's like he had boundaries and those boundaries weren't respected. And she never took those really into consideration, it sounds like. She just did it. So I feel like, we saw that example with Brie and Brian, where it's like Brian's boundary was he did not want the photos online. And then, but it's like, okay, you're going to do the photo shoot whether I want you to or not, so I'm not going to stop you. But I don't want the pictures online. I don't want you posting your naked self out there. To which then Brie showed him the pictures and told him, I'm not going to do that. And then he's like, well, okay, you can post these, but just keep the baby offline.
And to be fair, despite the little thing I made about the YouTube channel, they've done a pretty good job of keeping the baby not... You don't see really a lot of shots of her. You see she's in there, but you never see straight on, here's the baby.
Yeah, here's Birdie. You got one or two of those, and I think those were... prearranged, okay, this is when we're going to put the picture of the baby out, and that's going to be it.
And now she's just in videos. That's all.
Yeah, now she's just there because she needs to be there. But anyway, we're back with John and Nikki. He's coming clean.
She's sad, but...
Bree's not going to be okay with it, I can promise you that. But basically, John's like, I can't move to Phoenix. I got stuff to do. Nikki's sad, but she's, she understands. So basically, Nikki's probably going to end up moving to Phoenix by herself to support her sister.
And let's be real. Unless it's real on the involvement of John Cena. I don't think there was going to be much. Anyway, we're
in San Diego.
And they're catcalling John Cena.
And now she's making fun of him.
All my friends could call me crazy Uncle John. He doesn't want to hold a baby. He thinks he's going to break the baby.
He's really weird about kids.
He doesn't want to set that thing in motion.
Oh, I know he doesn't want to, because that's like just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, look how cute you look with a baby! Is that the sound girl behind them? I'm just kind of curious.
I think so. I don't go get so they're going to tell Brie, or they're not?
They're gonna tell Brie.
I was confused.
So Brie's on her way to San Diego, except, it's the whole family minus Brian.
Because he has media to do. They don't have the stroller. Awesome.
It's been a long time since I've seen the inside of Phoenix Sky Harbor. And hey, look, he shows up. Oh, he's pissed.
They're trying not to say they're separated. The only person who knows is Nikki. And the tension is real.
Wow,
the
he's
anger,
like just
the anger is real.
One word away from saying "shut the f up." That's awkward. But to be fair, who forgets the stroller?
Let's be real. He wasn't probably at the house to get the stroller. Let's be real. He probably had to go pick up the stroller because she did not bring it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
So it's not forgetting the stroller, it's
why didn't she bring it with her?
All the key points in the, we're trying to keep the situation.
So John has come clean, and basically he's not going to Phoenix, because he's working. So we have that. He's gonna tell Brie, God only knows what Brie's gonna do. From the preview, it seems like she's not happy about it, so we'll have to see. JJ and his wife are separated. Only Nikki knows, but the family's going to be able to tell something's up.
You don't say.
Just from the tension, because the tension's real. Oh god, the tension's real.
That is a lot of tension, yeah. Very, very much so.
And I mean, to be fair, she's like, the struggle, and she's complaining about it, and it's like, but she's like, he has no idea what we need for a newborn. Did you help him in that at all? Like, okay, you're staying at the house, supposedly, you've got the kids, so you should be packing all that stuff.
That would be the key in that one, yeah.
I'm confused. Because we don't know what's going on. We're on the outside looking in, but yeah.
That situation did not seem the best.
No, and I'm sure it's only gonna get worse as we come back from break.
Yeah, because the tension's really high. And the tension is high in a public place. And we all know how fights in an airport go. They don't go so well. They sort of end up in the news, and people are sort of, not in the best position coming out of it.
Really? You had to go there? Really? Anyway, we're back.
I didn't go anywhere.
Right. We're at John and Nikki's beach house.
She's just going to turn the page. Anyway.
God.
Can't take me anywhere. No, I know.
So we see the spread for the visitors. We have olives, we have fruit, we have cheese, we have meat, and the barbarian horde has arrived. And just to make it more awkward, Nikki's the only one that know JJ and his wife are separated. That baby looks like him. Oh my god.
He's so avoiding the baby. That's a girl. Okay.
She looks just like her father.
Yes.
Just like her father. Them genes are strong, man. Hey, could we be able to work it out?
Or are we faking it?
Oh, she's breastfeeding.
Yeah, you didn't realize
what she's doing.
You didn't realize this?
Not at first. Not from the way that the camera angle was. And then it's like she keeps shifting slightly. And I'm like, what is she doing to the baby? And then it's like, oh, she's breastfeeding.
She said she was grasping on really tight as the first line she said.
I didn't hear that.
I caught that. We're now going out to dinner. John Cena has more interesting coat choices.
We're taking pictures for the gram, for the socials. That coat's at least a little bit better.
It's better than the red one, yes. Still, he has weird fashion choices. He likes that style.
It's like the Lance Catamaran sport coat. Oh my god, that is the Lance Catamaran sport coat. Oh my god, that's exactly what that is. No!
So John can turn into a werewolf at midnight, or...
Okay, so Brie's pissed.
Because
basically John is not coming, so she, in her mind, that means that Nikki's not coming. So she's a little upset about that, and rightfully so. She wants her sister there when she gives birth to her first child.
Yes, that is very, very accurate.
But at the same time, Nikki wants to be with John. So it's now finding that balance play. So Brie and Nikki are going to go talk.
John's like, I know what you're going to talk about. Me. I'm pretty much like his wife.
And Brie points out, but you're not his wife. Ooh, Brie's pissed.
Oh.
Ooh.
He's not an uncle to my baby. Where's Brian?
He's working.
3 movies, WWE schedule, TV show to voiceover, and the Kids' Choice Awards.
Ooh. Okay.
Brie's not happy. Because the thing's not been told to her that, where's Nikki?
Right.
I think the one situation needs to be addressed. Where's Nikki? Where's Nikki?
Because, yeah, it's like, if in that 40 days you're filming those 3 movies and you're doing the Kids' Choice Awards and you're doing all your things that you're doing, is Nikki going to be in Phoenix, or is she going to be with you, or is she going to be in Tampa? Or is she going to be on the road? Because that's the thing, is like, he points out, well, where's Brian tonight? Brian had to work. And I get John's point, but at the same time, it's like Brian's been there more than he has. And I mean, I see Brie's point. Every time it seems like there's a family thing, John kind of ducks out.
Yeah, isn't it that the situation?
It's like last season on Total Bellas, they were living in his house. They were staying with him, and he was gone more often than he was there. And I get it. He's a busy guy. He's got to make that money. He's got to do what he does. And not judging that against him, but, Brie's point is valid. Nikki considers you part of this family. They consider you part of this family, but he doesn't? That's what it feels like. Like, there's some tension there. There's a lot of tension going on in this family right now.
You know how Brie used to hide all of it?
Yeah, I don't think she cares anymore now that she doesn't work for him.
No, it's not that. When you're pregnant, all out the window.
Yeah, no filter.
No filter. All out there. Has nothing been out work for WWE. It's no filter.
Well, and I think some of it needs to be said. Because, yeah, again, it's Nikki's going to be with John because that's where Nikki wants to be. So it's like, well, I want to be here for my sister, but I want to be with John. And so it's, well, if John's not going to be there, she's probably not going to be there. That's what Brie's association is because that's Nikki's behavior.
But here's the thing. Here's the flip side of this. If John's doing 3 movies, the Kids' Choice Awards, and everything else, Nikki won't see him either. So there's no reason why Nikki can't be in Phoenix. And I think we're about to learn that. I don't know this.
They need to say that because that'll take some of the heat off John.
Because if I remember correctly, the Bellas do end up going together to the Kids' Choice Awards.
I think so, yeah. If I remember properly, but it's been a while.
It's been a while, but the point, maybe she didn't go because maybe she was too far along. But still, it needs to be cleared up what Nikki's role is, and that's all. That's where the tension lies. Where the tension is. If once you find out where Nikki is, we're good.
Yeah,
and we're about to find out. I think. I would hope.
Well, we're a week later in Phoenix. We're at Brie and Brian's. There's Nikki, so Nikki's going to make an effort to be there. Brie is touched, so it's all kind of sort of water under the bridge at this point.
We're testing baby food?
It's pin the sperm on the egg.
Oh, this is for the baby shower. So that ended positively?
I guess, and now we're out to dinner with Brie and Brian, and Mom and Johnny, and JJ and his wife, and they're sitting across the table from each other. And she drags John to Phoenix.
The 2 seconds I have, I'm here. So what, the 12 hours he's free, he's going to spend in Phoenix whenever he can.
The emphasis that is on he can, or he wants to. Now we're shaming her for taking a picture.
The Mexican Rapunzel is Nikki Bella. So what are you looking forward to most to being about being a parent? Looking forward to about being a parent? Biggest fear is not being a good parent for Lauren and JJ. But they are so far apart at this table.
Mm-hmm.
Not across from each other. It's diagonally across.
Yeah, they're like intentionally apart. They're basically sending every signal, hey, we're separated, without saying, hey, we're separated. Unless they've told the family at this point.
Brie's like, I gave him a lot of shit.
Yeah, she did.
She can't wait for the baby to call John Cena Shoo Shoo. Cheers to Shoo Shoo.
Yay, Shoo Shoo!
I see a lot of wild shenanigans.
Yeah. Leading up to the moment. Alright, so looks like we're going to have lots and lots and lots of shenanigans this season on Total Bellas. This was a good first episode.
Yeah, it was. A lot of shenanigans in this one, a lot of drama in this first episode. A lot of twists that we didn't think were possible were in this episode. Like the whole JJ Lauren situation. And a lot of nudity in this episode as well.
A lot of Brie. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there was a lot of Brie. But yeah, basically the moral of this story is do not post naked pictures of yourself without, making sure that everybody in the relationship, if you're in a relationship, is comfortable with that. And I'm not saying you have to get your spouse's permission or your partner's permission, but at least make him aware of, hey, this is what I'm kind of thinking of doing. Are you comfortable with that? Are you cool with that? Because some people aren't. And as we saw in this episode, it leads to a lot of bitterness and resentment and problems because it's now, well, yeah, you're a fashion blogger and you have to post certain things out, but that doesn't mean you have to be posting naked pictures out. Like there's a way that you can do it where, you're not seeing everything.
And you know what the theme of all the shows have been since day one, and they still don't know it? Communication.
Right. Communication's still an issue in this family. But I like that John finally showed up.
That was a positive.
I feel like, even though Brie was sorry for it, her comments were a little deserved.
I don't disagree.
Just a little deserved. Because, you know, it's like, here's the thing. If he'd been upfront with Nikki about everything, you know, she never would have committed them to going to Phoenix. And then instead, now it's this whole big mess of, well, you didn't tell Nikki what was going on. So then she's like, oh yeah, we totally can be in Phoenix. And Brie's probably 8 months pregnant at this point. I would wager 7-8 months. Somewhere along those lines.
We're about 40 days out from pregnancy. From popping.
Yeah, so she's about 8 months because she was like 2 weeks late. So, yeah, she's expecting her sister to be there. She wants her sister to be there. And now all of a sudden, you know, she hears, well, John's not going to come to Phoenix. Which, in her mind, that means that, well, if John's not coming, Nikki's not coming. Which she has Lauren and her mother there, so it's not like it's huge, but this is her twin. She's literally spent her entire life with Nikki. And that's who she wants there, and now all of a sudden the person that she wants isn't going to be there. She's going to miss it. Because her man friend, almost husband, can't come because he's working, in quotations. And part of it is also kind of on John. Like, I get, he's a busy guy, and he books this stuff out, and for things like movies, you book those a year out, kind of thing. But it's like, you know, your almost wife's sister is pregnant. You would have known when she's going to be having the baby. And you should have kind of expected that you were going to be required to be there. Because they've been together 5 years at this point.
Required to be there for the baby being born, but probably not for the 40 days leading up to being born.
Not for the 40 days, and Nikki's not going to be there for all 40 days leading up to the baby being born, but it's like, especially after, you know, to be there like a week to 2 weeks after the baby's born to help support Brie and Brian. You know, just, again, it's not an exact science, and, you know, but it's like, you know, you should expect your attendance is basically required. At some point.
You need to show up.
You need to show up. Like, that's the thing. You need to show up. I mean, you don't have to be in the labor room with her when she's popping the kid out, but it's like your attendance is required at some point. But he made up for it, so he's going to be there every chance he gets, which is good. Nikki's probably going to move to Phoenix temporarily while Brie prepares for the baby. And there's lots of awkwardness between JJ and Lauren. So yeah! Everything worked out.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, I think that does it for Total Bella's episode 1 of season 2. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one. Make sure you follow along at Rock Radio Show on the Facebook and the Twitter and the YouTubes. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Rock Radio Show. Follow myself at Wild Talk Radio. You can like it on Facebook, facebook.com/Wild Talk Radio Network. Lindsay is on Twitter at Linsward, LINSWARD. Subscribe, like, follow. We're on the gram, the IG, at Rock Radio Show. One of us will eventually go back to posting dogs, cats, and pigs on the Instagram one day. We'll get back there. Make sure you follow us there. All that fun, happy stuff.
Yeah, so I think that does it. So, he's Rock, I'm Lindsay, and you've been listening to the Rack Extra Total Bellas, and we will be back next week with episode 2. You don't want to miss it. Till then, bye!